Most people are still sipping spiritual milk, repeating affirmations, chasing signs, manifesting crumbs. But you're ready for the meat, the forbidden feast of those who seek truth beyond the veil. The Corpus Hermeticum isn't about positive thinking. It's a revelation, a message from Thoth for those with ears to hear. Inside these ancient codes lie truths that were hidden for centuries, that your soul is divine, that matter is an illusion, that true transformation begins when silence replaces belief. This is not for beginners. It's for those who are ready to wake up from the dream. What you're about to hear will shake the foundations of everything you think you know. Code 1. All is one. The hidden unity behind everything. Have you ever felt a strange sense of peace in the middle of chaos? Like a part of you, untouched by the noise, already knows everything's going to be okay? That moment wasn't delusion, it was remembrance. Thoth teaches through the Corpus Hermeticum that everything is one. The stars, the soil, your breath, your heartbeat are not separate. They are expressions of the same divine source. We experience life through fragmentation. Good and evil, right and wrong, past and future, you and me. But all of these are illusions created by the senses. Underneath them is a single, infinite presence. That's why even in your loneliest moments, your soul knows it's not alone, because separation is a dream, and oneness is reality. This understanding isn't just poetic, it's practical. When you remember the unity behind all things, resentment dissolves, fear shrinks, competition fades, and life begins to flow through you instead of against you. But how do we, trapped in these bodies of flesh and time, reconnect with that divine origin? In the next code, Thoth reveals the truth about the human condition and the secret nature hidden inside you. Code 2, the divine mind within. You are more than flesh. Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like that face isn't the whole story? Like there's something ancient watching behind your eyes, something eternal, silently waiting? That's not imagination. It's the divine mind. Thoth reveals in the Corpus Hermeticum that the human being is not just body and bone, but a bridge between Earth and the cosmos. We carry inside us a spark of the universal intelligence, the same force that moves the stars, gives birth to galaxies, and shapes the fabric of reality. But here's the tragedy. This divine spark is trapped inside a body bound by instincts, distractions, desires. We forget who we are. We confuse the prison with the soul. The purpose of this life is not to escape the world, but to remember your essence and awaken the divine mind within. When you stop identifying with your pain, your story, your limitations, and start remembering what's watching, you reclaim your true power. And with that awareness comes a burning question. How do we return to the source we came from? In the next code, Thoth reveals the secret path of gnosis and why only direct knowledge can truly set your soul free. Code 3, the path of gnosis, remembering your divine origin. Have you ever had a sudden moment of clarity, a flash where the world seemed fake and you realized, this isn't who I really am? That moment wasn't random. It was a crack in the illusion. Thoth teaches that the soul doesn't evolve by believing. It awakens by knowing, not knowledge from books, but gnosis, the inner, unshakable realization that you are not the dream, you are the dreamer. The Corpus Hermeticum reveals that salvation isn't earned through rituals, titles, or obedience. It happens when your soul remembers what it truly is. When the noise fades, when the mind is still, when you pierce through the veil of illusion and see with the eye behind your eyes. That's when gnosis happens. And when it does, everything changes. You no longer seek validation from the world. You no longer chase meaning. You become it. But this remembrance isn't easy, because the illusion is thick, and the world keeps whispering that you are small, broken, separate. So how do you break free from this web of forgetfulness? In the next code, Thoth reveals the ancient key to liberation, a sacred process of inner resurrection. Code 4, spiritual regeneration, the inner resurrection that changes everything. Have you ever hit a point where everything you thought you were collapsed? A moment where success felt meaningless, relationships fell apart, and even your spiritual practices stopped working? It may have felt like the end, but in truth, it was a beginning. Thoth calls this moment the death before rebirth, the sacred breaking required before the soul can rise. The Corpus Hermeticum reveals that true transformation isn't about improvement, it's about regeneration, not changing who you are, but dying to who you are not. This isn't symbolic, it's energetic. In that dark night of the soul, when you're stripped of ego, identity, control, you are emptied, so that the divine self can emerge. It's painful, it's raw, but it's holy. Because when the false self dies, your original light returns. Thoth teaches that this inner resurrection is the real ascension, not leaving earth, but bringing heaven through you. But to go through this rebirth, you must learn one final secret: how to hear what cannot be spoken. In the next and final code, Thoth reveals the most overlooked and most powerful practice of all: the silence that opens the gates of the divine. Code 5, the power of silence, where the real revelation begins. Have you ever sat in complete silence, not just outside, but inside? No mantras, no thoughts, no trying, just stillness. At first it feels empty, uncomfortable, almost meaningless. But if you stay, something begins to happen. You don't hear words, you remember truth. Thoth reveals in the Corpus Hermeticum that silence is the highest teacher, that the divine speaks without language, and that those who truly know have no need to speak. Because the deeper you go within, the louder the universe becomes. It's in the silence between thoughts that the seed of creation is planted. It's in the stillness of your being that the entire cosmos echoes its presence. You can chant, you can study, you can pray, but if you never enter the silence, you'll miss the real transmission, because truth doesn't scream, it whispers, and the soul only hears it when the mind becomes quiet. This is the final key Thoth gave: to seek not with the eyes but with presence, to listen and receive. But now that you've heard these 5 ancient codes, how do you turn this remembrance into reality? That answer lies in a truth that was hidden for centuries and protected by those who knew the power it holds. You didn't arrive at this video by accident. Somewhere deep within you, your soul was ready to remember. These aren't just ideas. They are frequencies, keys that awaken ancient codes within your being. The moment you recognize your divine origin, everything begins to shift. You stop searching outside, and start creating from within. Because you are not a product of the world, you are a co-creator of it. If this message stirred something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, not only to support a channel, but to anchor this energy in your field. Subscribe to stay in resonance with these transmissions, and share it with someone whose soul is ready to awaken. That is energetic reciprocity. What you send out returns. Now tell the universe, leave a comment below saying, "I remember who I am." Let your intention be seen, felt, and recorded in the field. And if you're ready to go beyond this awakening, if you're ready to step into a reality of true prosperity built on the same laws that secret societies have guarded for centuries, then the ebook, The Key to Prosperity, Transform Your Financial Life with Hermetic Laws, is waiting for you. Inside it, you'll find the practical application of these truths to shift your frequency, your finances, and your future. Link in the pinned comment, and if you haven't watched it yet, click the card above and continue your journey with 7 codes from the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. There, you'll discover who separated them and why. Until then, stay in silence, act with awareness, and remember, the one is all and all is you.